Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite sports platform, we are back like we never left. Thank you so much to everyone who are being a part of this, and to many who are being very encouraging when we, of course, launched the first episode of this podcast. I'm really, really grateful. I'm sure we are grateful as well. Welcome back to another edition of Sports Fiber. I'm the voice of Lagos, and it's been quite the weekend. It's been quite the weekend. So much has happened over the weekend, and I'm super excited because we'll be here to do justice to all of that. The conversation that you want to hear and the one you probably don't want to hear, we're going to bring all of that right to you. So yeah, I'm excited. Good to be back here. Good to also have you be a part of this. To those who have subscribed, to those who liked our previous videos, to those who have dropped comments, we're so happy, we're so excited, and we're grateful. Let's keep it going. All right. Well, don't forget, I'm never alone on this side. I've got great gentlemen and sports mind who together will ensure that you have quite the special edition of the show. And today, you'll meet them in a bit. But first, there's so much to talk about on this edition. We've got the Premier League, of course, leading the conversation, the title race, the best league in the world. Well, even UEFA confirms that with the coefficient. The title race will go down the wire. Manchester City and Arsenal. It looks like it's now a two-horse race. Liverpool's draw over the weekend signifies that it could just be Arsenal and City, except something dramatic happens. But of course, we'll talk about that as well. Many teams have done poorly. Some are doing okay. We'll have a mention for that. We'll go to Spain. We'll go to Italy. We'll go to Germany, the Bundesliga, where Bayer Leverkusen have refused to bow to anybody. I don't know. The Baba they are seeing, that charm is working. It's really working. We'll talk about them. And of course, we'll look back home, the Nigerian Premier Football League, subsequently on the show and bring all of that to you. So it's a super packed edition of Sports Fiber. And I'm the voice of Lagos again. Ensure that you're subscribing. Ensure that you turn on the notification button so that you can always get the updates from all of our videos as they drop. All right, let's get to the guys. Well, you know him. I'm sure that many of you may be feeling different. Some of you want to probably tear him, slap, or one or two. He's been causing a lot of mayhem in the last few days. But of course, we love him, and I'm sure that a lot of you love him as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the MIC, the hilarious Okpe. What's popping, bro? Welcome. What's that?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. You know, it is good when you get your flowers, right?
When you get your flowers, which flowers?
Who
was giving you flowers?
You are giving me my flowers.
I was just doing it for the sake of the show.
And I appreciate you for that, right? Thank you so much for that wonderful intro.
Right.
That's why you are the voice of Lagos. So, guys, good to be back. I know I've stepped on so many of you toes in the past couple of days. And
we don't care.
Yeah, and I'm here to let you know that we die here.
Well, you are going to step on more toes. Well, we'll see if that will be the situation. We've got, a gentleman who makes his debut on the show. He's a journalist. He's a sports journalist. And, really exciting to have the one and only Solomon Adivri, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
For the first time
Thank you very
on
much.
Sports Fiber. How you doing, my man?
And you actually pronounced it right. Yeah.
Bro,
for the first time.
It's me, man.
Now I understand why you're the voice of
All
Lagos.
right, thank you,
It's
man.
great to be
You're
here. I can
welcome.
feel the energy already.
That's
and
right.
The guys
That's
are good,
right.
so I can't wait to jump in.
All right, beautiful. And, like we always do, we're very particular about the entertaining part of this conversation in sports and football generally. And we like to bring somebody with the best of both worlds. Ladies and gentlemen, well, you probably have seen his video somewhere or seen the handle somewhere, but we've got a comedian making his debut appearance on Sports Fiber. In case you don't know, Phronesis is on the show. That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the moment. How you doing, Fro?
Yeah, okay, me. Sorry, Jerry.
No,
Yeah,
me.
yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How far now?
We did.
Yeah, we have come. Yeah.
Baba, what club do you support?
First is first.
First
Before we initiate him,
Yeah.
Before
what club do you
before you fry me, I'm an old timer Arsenal supporter.
Okay.
Which
that's-
one?
But when they
Which of the
stop
Ars-
winning leagues, I'm like,
Okay.
Because she.
and I'll move
What's
to
the name of
Liverpool. Liverpool, now I fall in my. I said, you know what? Let me just go to Spain
Okay.
and let me just stay in Spain.
And you now join Barcelona.
Why?
For fear.
Because
I was saying you
the-
leave Arsenal. Go
you are
Liverpool.
leaving one suffer to another.
Vinny Love.
Vini-
You know, with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Now we
Yeah.
understand.
So
Yeah.
where do you stand now?
Now.
Let me just be there for now.
Dear, where is dear?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. You know, there's this pride.
And because Mbappe is coming, so let me just be there.
Yeah.
So it's that killer squad. Yeah, it's
I
okay.
know we league.
I'm in Real Madrid at the moment.
And you won the Super Cup and the semi-final of the Champions League.
oh.
Arsenal cannot say the same.
No,
you know.
no.
Wow,
So-
wow. Hey, it's too early. It's too early. Yeah. Tone it down. Solomon, what club do you support?
Don't make me sad now.
No,
I thought we were going to jump that.
no. Just, tell the people.
Okay, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Hey,
Now you understand why I'm sad, eh?
1 minute silence.
Now you understand why I'm sad, eh?
I will drink too.
But no, you are not alone. No. It's a Manchester fan too. You guys are the same now.
Please, we are still looking at them.
What?
For,
Man,
they
you-
look,
eh?
we are looking up to them. On the
You
table,
and
man.
who?
Wait now. Yeah? Well,
Can't you see what I'm wearing? I'm the referee of this conversation. Black and white. So just in case.
I cause that supports Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern never
I
loses.
no, wait. When? Since when?
since when?
Since the beginning of the season now.
Anyways, we had the fight. We had the Indabuski. So we'll ensure that we bring all of the excitement to you very soon. All right, guys, let's get right into the conversation. And let's start from England. Of course, that's where to start over the week. Over the weekend, we had lots of games. And let's just highlight some of the very exciting one.
Yep.
Chelsea, 2-0 draw against Aston Villa. That game will come to it. Aston Villa, they're on course to qualify for the Champions League since 1973 or thereabouts, when they got to the finals against Bayern Munich. They're very close to qualifying again. That could go all the way with Spurs as well. Well, the North London derby this weekend, that game delivered. Can we agree that the game delivered?
True.
It delivered?
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to Arsenal. 3-2 winners in that one. Liverpool, they were, I don't know, 2-0 draw against West Ham. And I think that's probably the nail on the coffin of their title race.
And you know the funny thing about that Liverpool? They are the biggest bottler this season. No, for real.
Not-
Like we've not entered the conversation proper.
Yeah.
Right? But they've stayed most days on top of the Premier League than any other team this season.
Than even Arsenal.
Yeah, than even Arsenal, than even City. So they are the biggest bottlers.
Wow. Well, that's something we'll we'll look at much later. Man United couldn't win against Burnley. Newcastle were the biggest winners of the weekend. 5-1 against Sheffield
And they
United.
confirmed the relegation.
Which confirmed the relegation for Sheffield United. For Burnley and Luton and Nottingham Forest, I think that will go down the wire.
Yeah, true.
So we'll see what happens with that. Manchester City kept their hopes of winning the title for the 4th consecutive time alive with a commanding 2-0 victory over Nuno Espirito Santo's Nottingham Forest. All right. Everton, well, winners against Brentford as well, and some of the other results that we saw. But guys, let's get into the biggest of them, and that has to do with the North London derby we saw. What a game! What a game! After the first half, it was like, can we share the grace, and then we got into the second half, and Spurs somehow found, the extra motivation to go. And just maybe on a different day, that game might have been 3-3, even though I felt like Arsenal were in control for a large part, but couldn't really score as much. But yeah, hilarious, okay. For you, that game was the one test lots of fans across the world needed to see how Arsenal handled themselves in that game, and they came correct.
I think for me it was the acid test I was looking forward to, and after that game, so I need to reassess whatever I have said about Arsenal, right? Yeah, they deserve to get the respect the past couple of weeks.
Finally.
Finally, right? I'm giving them the respect does not mean that I still think they will win the league.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
respect for the fact that they've got this resilience, like that has not been in that. They've not got this in the Arsenal for the past couple of years, right? And that was why they suffered last season. So when that second half, Tottenham, they snoozed in the first 45.
Yeah.
Arsenal punished them. And for the second half, they knew that they were coming for them, right? So they learned to suffer. So mentally, they are there right now. So they've learned to suffer. If they had played another 1 hour in that game, they would still have won that game, which they never had last season.
Some
True,
wouldn't
very true,
agree
very
with
true.
you, because I mean, Spurs were
They
really
were just coming for them.
Yeah.
But Arsenal, they gave them the ball. Like, you can have this. But
they played smart.
smart. Like,
They
you
played
can,
smart.
You can have the ball, right? But
Yeah.
they wanted this 3 points
Yeah.
more
More than any other thing.
So, and that is what they've been able to do, right? They've been doing that very, very well.
Yeah, because if they had played into Tottenham's trap,
Yeah.
God.
They would have probably lost that game.
Yes.
And the good
yes.
thing is Tottenham has been a very good second half side.
Yes.
Second
Under
half, they played
Postecoglou.
well in the
Yeah.
second half.
Wow.
So if you actually want to take out Tottenham, kill them in the first half, then manage, that's what you do.
So,
Yeah,
so
manage the
if,
game.
If
Manage the
Arsenal
game.
gets to win the league,
Yeah.
they've done well.
They deserve it.
They
If Arsenal
deserve it.
gets to
But
win the league.
the thing is,
Yeah.
80 points would have won you the league in some couple of years ago.
But
right?
now
But this City team is very, very special.
And there's goal difference, don't forget.
Yeah.
So,
Arsenal they had the goal difference.
Yeah.
They,
That's
are,
how it goes.
Yeah.
they are well positioned to win the league, right? But City might just go all the way, just 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, 2-0, and they will just nick it off them. 1 point difference in the end, 2 point difference in the end. It's not that they've not done well last night, right?
Yeah.
But there's just a special team ahead of them.
There's a special team.
The City is a very special team. They've got the squad depth. They've got everything more than any other. Arsenal is closer to City than any other club in England.
Yeah.
Even
Very
more
true,
than
very
Liverpool.
True, very true.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
right,
Yes.
I think
Very
right now.
From last season, from the past,
of
from the
course.
past 2 years now, right? But I think they still need to get some players in for squad depth.
Okay.
So in some games that you need the bench to win it for you. That is where City they've thrived more than any other team in England.
All right. Talking about Arsenal, the games they've got, Bournemouth is next, and then they go to Old Trafford before welcoming Everton to the Emirates. Big talk, really, Solomon. Manchester City. I think that question we've talked about this before. Will City bulge? Who will fail the mental test? City won against Nottingham Forest. Not sure anybody was surprised about that.
No way.
What's your mind honestly telling you for this title race, really? Do you think Arsenal can win it?
I think the kingmakers will be Tottenham Hotspur. I think
Which-
it's like
First,
yeah,
they are giving 3 points to Arsenal
They've
now.
given Arsenal 3 points.
Let's see.
And Tottenham Hotspur will be playing Manchester City.
Yeah.
The last game of the season.
Yeah.
That will be the biggest test for them because we were having a discussion. City have not won a game at the Tottenham Hotspur
Stadium, that new stadium. Yeah.
And they've not. It's not just winning a game. They've not scored a goal.
It's been very tough for them.
They've not
there.
scored a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, let me paint a picture now. Imagine it goes to the last game of the season and Tottenham Hotspur...
Actually, their last game of the season is West Ham, so Spurs before West Ham.
Before West Ham now. Now, imagine Tottenham Hotspur taking all 3 points. away from Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, then it just open the door for Arsenal to actually now dream. So I think it's the Tottenham Hotspur game against City that would give us.
You
the
think this
direction.
will go down to the final game?
Yes.
To the final game?
Yes, it will go down
To the final game?
Yes. It will go. See, like you said, now Arsenal have a stronger mentality than what they had last season. They know now at this point. First is first. Get all your points right in front of you. You're not. Don't even look behind.
Yeah.
You're looking forward. Get all 3 points, and they have the mental strength to actually do that now. So I believe they will do that. But it's now left to what happens in the games, in City's game, and the most important one for me has to be the Tottenham Hotspur game. So if City can go through that game unscathed, if they can get all 3 points in that game, they are done with the league. But if they falter in that game, Arsenal will dream big.
Phronesis, who is under more pressure, City or Arsenal? Who is under more pressure?
Arsenal.
And I think that's a very interesting question.
It's a very interesting
because really, I mean, City have been here. Everybody expects them to get this done. For Arsenal, a lot of people also expect that they will learn from their mistakes of last season and be stronger mentally this season.
I think Arsenal is under more pressure. You know why? 'Cause Arsenal hasn't won anything in a very long time. So
In about
they are
4 years
this
now?
Yes, they are this close. So if you guys, it's just that even finish with people. It's not even Chelsea will just be like, thank you, Jesus.
Chelsea
Oh God.
That they flop 5-0.
Chelsea will be happy. Yeah, you beat us. You win.
Wow.
So Chelsea's under more pressure than City. Trust
Arsenal.
me. Arsenal is under more pressure than City, because I mean, Man City is not new to winning. I mean, they've just been taking it.
But because they are not new, I feel like they're under more pressure.
No. I feel like for someone who will have worked this
Arsenal
hard,
is under serious.
so at this point,
Because if
it's
Arsenal
just
loses it now, they might not win it for another 8 years.
No, I doubt.
for
I doubt.
them, I feel like they've done it over the past couple of seasons, like 3
Yes.
years in a row. And one thing they've been able to do is second half of the season, they will just
Go on that
a
run.
run.
Yeah, true,
Go on that run.
yes.
And they've done it perfectly, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, it is not going to be a pressure for them.
You think so?
I think it has
For
become
Arsenal?
for
No,
Man
for
City.
City.
Under
Yeah,
Pep?
yeah.
No.
Under a manager like Pep?
It's not a pressure for them, right? Like, you know what, guys? We've done this before. We've done it over.
Just go on
over
that
time.
run.
So let's just focus. Just keep the focus.
That in
Get
itself
it.
is pressure.
No, now the pressure is now on Arsenal, right? They bottled it last season. So people, there's a tag already. There's a serial tag for them that they are serial butlers. So the name butlers keep changing.
nearly made. Nearly made.
Everywhere they go to, they are butlers. So they want to prove a point to you people that they are not butlers. They want to prove a point.
Arsenal
to
win this one so I can come back. I miss my club.
They want to prove a point to
Yeah, that
you,
reminds
to everybody here that they are not butlers. Why they are trying to prove it is they are still going to become the NBC of the world again. But let's just
Wow. and I think that's a question for you as well. We'd love to know.
True.
Which team is under more pressure with 3 games? City have got 4. With 3 games for Arsenal and 4 for City. Which of these teams, these 2 teams, are under more pressure to win the title? Ensure that you drop your comments. YouTube and Instagram, X, all of our social media platforms. Would really love to know. With just barely a couple of games left to go, and really that conversation of Arsenal not winning a title yet in what, close to 4 seasons now is devastating to think with the quality of football. And I was going to ask Solomon the impact if Arsenal failed to win this title. How do the players deal with the impact of losing it mentally?
It's not even the players. How do Arteta? Where should Arteta go from here? We remember last season, they came on that run, the Southampton game.
It started.
That's where it started.
West Ham, Liverpool,
Now-
Brentford, Southampton,
Exactly.
they just
Now,
drop points.
this season, they look like, okay, mentally they're in a better place. But if you now lose the title, even with a stronger
Remember
mentality,
that it's not in their hands.
It's not even there. So it's even more with Arteta. Where Arteta goes from here, it's very difficult in the sense that you now have to build a side that should, or even on paper, has to look stronger than City.
Ha! Wow.
And another
It
thing,
has to look strong. Even on paper, you now have to, because you've done it. You've challenged 2 seasons and you failed. You must now
another
be the
thing
side
is,
stronger than
I
City.
feel this season they shot themselves in the foot. Arsenal, even if they finally lose the league.
Okay.
So they will now go back to the game against Villa at home.
At
right?
home,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think
that was the game.
it's ideal to. Well, it's
was
such
the
a major game because
big-
it's
No,
right at home.
But you can also look like a game like the Newcastle game where the ball crossed the line, and again, you can look at so many points this season.
Where
But basically
But you know what? For that Aston Villa game, right? Okay, let me give you a fact right now. That is the only team Arsenal played this season without scoring a goal, home and away.
Villa did the double.
They did the double over Arsenal.
But there's a start also. Unai Emery has a way of getting very good results against his former side. Unai Emery has that. I did a research. He
But
has a way of getting good
but
results against
Arsenal,
his
they
former
are playing
side.
at the Emirates Stadium against Aston Villa. That
And
game
where
was
you're
going
chasing the title.
was meant to be a do or die affair. For them. Like that was the game that
And maybe
the
they
game-
decided not
So-
to
so-
die.
so-
They
so
decided not to die. They decided just to do that.
So it was at that point they handed the baton over to City. Like, you know what,
Yeah,
lead,
that's
let
true.
me
You're
pursue
right,
you.
you're right.
At this point, City should have been the one pursuing where they were leading.
Yeah.
But now they handed the baton to the City. You know what, lead, I'll keep pursuing. And it is now left to go to pursue and overtake. I'm not doing that. so let's
All
just
right.
see how it goes.
All right, let's see how that goes with the title race. And well, it's hard to call now. It's really hard to call. And I'm reckoning that we may see an Aguero moment where maybe one goal on the final match day could win it for either side.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. We will be there. All right, let's quickly talk about Liverpool very quickly. Over the week, we've been met with the big news that Arne Slot would potentially be the new manager of Liverpool Football Club. He's a manager. He's a Dutch manager at Feyenoord. We hear that about 9.4 million euros is the figure that will be exchanged between both clubs to ensure that the Dutchman joins Liverpool next season, as Jurgen Klopp is getting ready to say his buys. And the big question is, it's been a surprising news for many because even though Liverpool have not been vocal about that name and the press have not been vocal about that name, it's been Ruben Amorim, some of the more popular names. This one have been met with some Alonso, who ruled an exit out of Leverkusen. But this name, Arne Slot, he's a title-winning coach with Feyenoord. He's a man who we hear Liverpool have done their background check on, and he represents what they want from a manager. And the big question really is Liverpool getting this slot right? Are they getting this slot right?
So one thing about Arne Slot is like in Dutch they call it Arne Slot. Arne Slot.
Yeah.
So he's a manager that is a control freak too. I mentioned it to you. He wants to play total football. He wants to control the game. With what is done with Feyenoord. So, and one thing that makes it easier for him to slot into Liverpool's pattern of play is that he plays with the wingers and the fullbacks on attack. He
Yeah,
wants to play
which
like
is
that.
Liverpool
and that is
really.
what Liverpool
does.
does.
Yeah.
Trend. They have the Robertson, the Trent Alexander-Arnold, and you have the wingers to do the creativity for you. And the only difference between the way he plays in Holland and what Liverpool has is he loves playing with 2 deep line midfielders and a 10. Right?
Okay.
But for Liverpool, there is a 4, a 8, and a 10.
Yeah.
Right? Or a 4, a double 8. They don't just
Yeah,
play 10,
yeah.
a 4, a
A
double
double
8.
eight, yeah.
So that's the difference. So I think the transition now will be maybe pushing a Szoboszlai to a 10, using an.
But is
Endo.
he the right man, really? Away from the tactical outlook,
Is he the right man for the job? Ten Hag looks like it.
Ten Hag.
He looks like he was the right man for the next time.
Okay, Ten Hag looks like it.
Like,
before joining,
I was excited
are you,
before you just
are you saying this is a
from
pro
the
Ten Hag?
Bible story, right?
Yeah.
When Samuel was told to go and anoint the house of
What's all
David,
this now?
there was Eliab that looked like he was the king. Eliab looked like
Six
him,
packs,
but
everything.
it was one David that was rude in countenance that was the king, right? So sometimes it
That
might
is
look,
you.
yeah, it might look like it from, yeah, it might look like it from afar.
Yeah.
But transition into the big system. Are these managers, are they built for the bigger stage? That's the question. You are
such a
coming
big
from Feyenoord,
question.
Right? The expectations is not.
It becomes
Not that
different. It
much.
becomes
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
It
yeah.
becomes
You
different.
have this job security.
Yeah.
Now this is Liverpool. There is constant pressure. There is press coming at you. Like there's this
Expectation
scrutiny.
from the fans.
Scrutiny is actually very high. And now the good thing is he's coming in as the head coach, not the manager.
Yeah, we hear
He's
that.
reporting to
Yeah.
to some. So
Yeah, he's
as the head coach, so you are facing the training and the tactical side of football. So it is one thing to implement your philosophy. If it does not work in the first couple of weeks, can you, the pressure cooker in the EPL, can you withstand it?
and does it get to a point where you become pragmatic and just do what you have to
Let
do
me just get
to
results
win?
without
Yeah,
caring about
because
kind
the
of
fans will
person
want you
are.
to win.
Yeah.
And let me chip in
Yeah.
something. What will happen at Liverpool is not having so much power in the sense
Yeah.
that you might not be able to decide what happens in the transfer.
But
right,
yeah,
yeah.
he won't
Now,
actually.
it becomes a lot difficult in the sense that if you're getting the kind of players that you don't want for the system you're trying to play,
yeah.
it makes it whole lot
but
difficult.
but giving that there is a some sort of mirror in the way both teams play and the manager
I
loves
get
to
it.
play.
I get it. But
Yeah.
again, you're bringing an Ancelotti for Feyenoord to come and compete in a league where you have Pep Guardiola is well established already.
Yeah.
You see, it would dawn on him that say this thing no be beans. It no be
So
no
it's
be
like-
anything.
it's
It's like
beans.
throwing
No
a
be
sheep
beans.
Yeah.
with wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you understand? So
in
in the middle of the wolves, and these guys, and if you check these guys, man, you mentioned that is he ready for the big stage?
big
Can
stage,
he-
yeah.
The truth is, nobody knows who can really because I mean
Until you get into it.
until you get into it, I mean you can't say
can't
how
really
you
say-
perform.
yeah.
Just like you said, what if these are the players that he wants that will function with the kind of system that he wants to create, and then the authority says no, we
This-
don't want this one.
or this is what we can
You know,
afford.
and that becomes a clash with. But I'm the
And-
man. You've given me the
And
opportunity.
again,
Why you not letting me?
you saw the drama the weekend.
Yeah,
between,
yeah.
which we'll come to.
Oh,
Very,
we'll
very-
come.
yeah.
So he has a lot to do.
Yes.
He has a
Wow.
lot of egos. He's coming in a team.
There's
where
pressure on
players have won
Liverpool.
the Champions League.
Yeah.
And you're coming from where you just won the Eredivisie and there people can. We'll be waiting for Eredivisie for Premier League. The way we don't wait. So
yeah.
he will be under a lot of pressure. But I think I like what he said. We can project.
Yes.
But we can't be so certain of
But-
what
but
our-
So he doesn't just do 2 months and they're like, oh my, come on, be going.
But personally, do you agree with that potential appointment?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
System-wise,
it fits.
Yes, it fits. System-wise.
Okpe, you?
Yes, I love it because
You-
it plays
it-
system.
Yeah, system.
It fits
Liverpool
as well.
yeah.
Phronesis?
Yeah, I agree.
So, okay. Interesting. The guys think that it's a match in terms of the ideologies. The realities are what we cannot really say from now. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. Hopefully, that announcement will come very soon. But away from that managerial situationship, the conversation of Salah and Klopp over the weekend, and I'm sure that some of you saw that in the West Ham game when he was brought on late in the
79th
game.
minute.
79th minute for Mo Salah.
And Mo Salah had some sort of argument with Jurgen Klopp on the sidelines to the extent that Nunes had to tell him, you know what, we're in the open. They expose us, calm down. It was not a good sight. And really, the question I'll be asking is, in the head of Liverpool, the management, he's got 1 year left on his contract, 2025. Should Salah be sold?
Yeah, it should
Yes.
have been sold since last season.
Yes.
They made a mistake. not-
Should Salah be sold?
Yes.
Yes.
The era of
If I be slow, I could not tell them. Say, as I decide,
Should Salah be sold and probably the money used to bring in some new players
Yes.
I think
for
they
the
should
new
have taken
manager?
that 250 million when the
From,
Saudi-
was it
Saudi,
Al
Saudi,
Ittihad?
yeah.
yeah. they are taking that 250 million. He should have left. The era of him, Mane and Firmino should have ended together.
If he had,
Yes.
if he had left,
No, ended
Liverpool
together.
will
Yes,
not
you-
be.
they left-
If he had
Firmino
left,
left,
guys,
Mane left,
if
I
he
know.
had
Should have
left,
left with them.
Liverpool will not be in the top 4.
No, I disagree.
No.
Mo Salah?
No.
Yes.
Most
No,
clubs have
okay.
not been consistent
Did
this
did
season.
you know
If he
Zoboslai
had
will
le-
be this good with Liverpool this season?
Well,
No.
well, see, it's tough to say, but the goals and the contribution of Salah is the most
It's because
important
he's
contribution
there.
from a
But
single player.
I want to be fair, but in the last few
Few
Salah,
weeks. Yes, of course, his form has dropped. He's been injured since he returned from AFCON.
Yeah.
He's not been himself, really. That run hasn't been there. But if there was no Salah for this season, Liverpool would have done badly.
No, I think
Liverpool have
another
been
player would have
12th.
stepped up. I think another player would
Would have stepped up.
You
I
don't
think-
have 250 million in your Arsenal and not buy players.
I know
at
by
that
players
club.
now. I think another
That
player
was
would
a
have stepped
big
up.
money. 250 million pounds was one hell of a big money
Yeah,
that,
true, yeah.
that they should.
Yeah.
But they need to sell him off, right?
They
He
need to
needs to
sell him
leave
off.
with Klopp. Let that era
End,
end.
exactly.
Just for a new manager that is coming in, you can. Salah is very,
He's
he's
a
very
huge
petulant.
ego. Very
If you
huge
want
ego.
to be sure of what I'm saying, go to Twitter X search bar
Yeah.
and search for Salah and Klopp dispute. There have been so many cases of him being petulant to Klopp.
cool, really?
Different cases, 2019, 2021,
Wow.
2022. I
Wow.
saw like 5 or 6 of them before the one that happened over the
Yeah,
weekend. So he has been very petulant. Because they had to manage his ego because he was their big star.
Biggest star.
And at this point in time,
And I know that even when there was Mane,
Yeah,
there was the
they had
Mane.
to-
No, they had issues.
Yeah,
I think Liverpool, whether he was their big star or not, Liverpool is beginning to project some very good, stars outside Mo Salah.
Mo
Yeah,
Salah.
yeah,
You know,
looking to
outside-
the future already.
yeah, you're looking to feel like Nunes. These guys are
Diaz.
killing already.
All right.
Yeah, so
you know.
so he needs to leave so that when Ancelotti comes in, there is this
it's a level,
ground
yeah,
for
yeah,
him to
yeah.
start with. So you can't come in and
Let
start.
him go
That
and
was
play in
what-
Saudi. Has
that
tried.
was what
So
happened
let him go and
This
make
guy
money.
plays
with
Saudi.
Ten Hag. You are coming in to manage the ego of Ronaldo. Who are you?
Who are you?
Ten
Who are
Hag.
Ten Hag?
What's your name?
But
Who father you?
I don't like this narrative that a manager who is not as big cannot handle a
My
player.
bro, it is everywhere.
No, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Let's be real.
But-
We are
but-
all
but-
human.
Trust me.
It's
But
everywhere.
why are we pushing that narrative?
If sorry,
Yeah.
if for example now, let me use a star like our own Osimhen, for
Alright,
example. If
alright.
not that the guy, if you watch his games, you know that he's a very passionate
Passionate,
footballer.
Yeah.
You know, and then he looks like, I don't know, he looks
And
like
he
a
can be
guy,
edgy too. He
Yeah,
can
I
be
know.
edgy.
He looks
Yeah.
like a guy that will submit to authority. Okay, there's this guy. Okay, we're playing. We're this one. We're, But if you now take a manager that is not as big as these guys, come on now. I'm earning.
It happens. It happens.
bro.
It
Don't
They
talk
know
to me
they are
like
any
that.
more than the
happens.
manager. They've had this
It
exposure
happens.
more than the
The
manager. So
managers,
when you
yeah.
now come, there are some ways you talk to them, be like,
But I think it's
Or you want to come and
sad.
talk to Mourinho like that?
You know,
walk out of the club.
There's a reason why a player is called a professional player. You're a professional, and
even it's
no,
before
but
now,
football,
in the
goes
days of the
be-
Super Eagles, there was mafia.
You know, mafia. Yeah.
There was the West Ham brand. Even the top, you knew that there was mafia in that thing. So if it could happen then,
Yeah,
so
that there was no money in football. Now that
Now
there
that
is
there's
money in
money,
football, that
it will
money is
happen.
now
So-
a big factor. No,
so
let's be realistic.
we all agree that Salah should be put on the market.
yeah, it should
Yeah.
go.
No, put on the market.
It should
No,
go.
you should go to
Sold.
China.
Of course, you have to put it on the
Sold.
market.
China,
No, it
America,
should
or
be
Saudi.
Sold.
That's
Sold.
right.
Put on the market is like
It's
come
like,
and negotiate.
come and
It's
negotiate.
really
No, this one is
We are selling you.
selling you. Tell him we are selling you.
Yeah, well, you need to leave,
I bet
brother.
they go.
Find a club for yourself. Tell your
You guys are not nice.
No, it's the
No,
truth.
You guys are
let's
not
be
nice.
realistic.
But
It's true.
anyways, we'll see what happens with the future of Mohamed Salah. All right, guys, let's talk about the video assistant referee in the in the Premier League.
You guys have to adjust for this one.
No, really,
Yeah.
really, because we don't tire. We are tired. Hey, I
And
think
it looks like I think he's favoring some people.
so people, I feel like
That's what-
I feel like na turn by
Eh,
turn.
turn by
Everybody-
turn,
Everybody
you
go
dey
collect. Now when is your turn? But really, in the last few weeks, did I say the last few weeks? Since the season started, the video assistant referee that have been brought into the game to help the game. In England, it feels like the opposite is the case. And I'm saying to myself, before the advent of VAR in England, have we had as much controversy? like we have now. At some point during the first stanza of the season, we had almost every game had issues to be reviewed, to be contested. Last weekend we saw as many. We saw an issue in the Man United Burnley game. We saw an issue in the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I got the information that in Sweden, the video assistant referee have been rejected. They don't want it. They prefer to just play their football. And I'm wondering, does it ever get to a point where you say to yourself that England or the Premier League is better off without VAR, since they cannot get a hang on how to use it, on how to manage it?
I think the England they are one of the biggest league in the
League
world,
world,
right?
yeah.
There is no doubt about that. But I feel that they just love controversy. They just want.
You think it's
They want to be
you
talked
think it's
about.
intentional?
It's called the
They want
British,
to- yeah, yeah,
British
yeah.
media.
Yeah, the British media, like this thing, they are doing it purposely. Like there's a purpose
Wait.
behind it.
This is you. What do you say?
No,
I
there's
feel like
nothing
the
wrong
VAR
with
is
VAR.
controlled. Look at the way VAR is being used in the champ. We all watched it
There's
this
nothing.
year, right? There are some. We know there's some things
you,
that are.
UCL is far.
Like
AFCON.
yes,
No
we saw how
drama.
the VAR was used.
No
there.
drama.
There was no drama. Like
The
because we
Premier
know
League
the-
just enjoy being
they
in the
love
spotlight.
drama.
Are you saying
They
it's
love the
intentional?
drama. Yeah. It's
Are you
intentional.
saying that the drama in the Premier League with
that
VAR
is,
is
that is
intentional?
what generates the clicks? That
Okay,
is
okay, wait.
basically-
No, see,
If
this
they
is-
didn't
this
do-
is- this is-
if that didn't happen
this is-
this past weekend, now
This is
we'll be doing this. We'll
unverifiable
be doing
fact.
this.
Unverifiable.
We have to check VAR for this one.
We have
We
to
have
check
to check
VAR.
VAR.
We'll check VAR for
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
So,
We
check
have to check
VAR.
VAR. But
It is right. Continue.
and let's not forget Howard Webb is the
Yeah,
PJ
Howard
Mo.
Webb. Howard
Webb.
Webb.
Keep continue.
What's up with Webb?
Web.
Leave it. Don't leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
Mama, police is stop now. You don't know.
United Web.
He's a pronounced stock.
I don't think.
But really,
Head of referee is Web or what Web, right? no. It's fine by me. Left
That's-
to me. I have nothing to say. But what I'm trying to say is that whatever is going on with the VAR in England, it is very, very intentional. You wake me up by
It's
2
not that
a.m.
difficult.
in the
It's
middle
not
of
that
the night,
it's intentional.
and I will
not
tell
that
you the
difficult.
same thing again.
Okay, this is. I'm not there.
No. Check the way VAR is being used in Spain,
Yeah.
Italy. It's not that.
Is it that
difficult.
they try to overcomplicate?
That's
Yes,
exactly. No,
that's it.
that's the word. Exactly.
You know, even before the VAR, yeah, the Premier League has always been
No,
has always been
controversial
that
league.
controversial
Yeah.
league. Yeah, they do
they
this one.
want you to talk-
They
there's
favor
something
these
for
guys
you to
over
like.
these guys. They wanted to do this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
They want you to talk about that is why English league keeps getting popular. It's popular because everybody talks about
About
it.
them, yeah.
And you can't something you
It's
want
the
to talk
most
about
watched league in
something.
the world.
Yeah.
If there's nothing
there's
to
no
talk about,
controversy
if there's nothing to talk
to talk about.
yeah.
So every other weekend,
But to say that it's intentional is
it is intentional.
So, bro,
to say it's
offside, check, draw line. How hard
Finish.
is it? You know
We
hard
all know
now.
offside.
You
We know that
hard
offside.
now.
This one, you see
You
it.
know hard now.
Okay, what's the purpose of
It
the
will
VAR?
take you minutes.
Minutes.
You now keep going back
No,
and
no,
forth,
no.
waste time.
No, it's not even that. After all that time, you now make the wrong call.
Yeah.
Ow, now.
wow.
Even there are some, man, you listen to the commentators like, I'm sure it's an offside.
Yeah.
I
Would you-
definitely, I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
yeah,
an
yeah,
offside.
And before you know it,
And the
I'm
guy
saying,
says, no, it's a goal.
Ah.
Sir.
Okay, guys. The question will be: would you rather go back to a Premier League season without VAR, or would you stay,
I will
or would
stay-
you prefer a Premier League with VAR?
I will stay with VAR because technology comes to help with the
Advance.
advancement of football, right?
Of the game.
Yeah, of the game, right? So if there was VAR in 1966, England would have still be barren till date. They would not have won the
One
World
day,
Cup.
oh,
yeah.
true.
So let's
very
be
true.
realistic. So that is what.
So you would prefer a Premier League with VAR?
VAR, but the
So you're team
VAR
VAR.
should be used sensibly.
Solomon, would you prefer a Premier League without VAR?
Without VAR. Without VAR. Do you know why?
You prefer?
Yeah, Chelsea people will not like. They don't
Chelsea
like.
people
You know
not-
why I said- no, I'm so okay. Okay, let me just put it general.
Yeah.
You have taken me to the
Okay.
emotional chess. The 2-3 minutes you're using to check the VAR is taking the momentum of the game.
game. That's one of the
He has
the
taken the
irks.
momentum of a game. You've
But
taken,
but
you've taken
it's
a bit of
justified
pride.
if the decision is correct.
But the decision is still not correct most of the time
Time.
now. So why are you bringing the
Are
VAR in?
debatable.
Why are you bringing the VAR in?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a Premier League without
Frones is
But-
Premier
maybe
League
you-
without
maybe
VAR,
you bring
Premier
one
League
to
with
the
VAR.
VAR.
First of all, it will
Maybe
now
you should
it
bring
will
the
now
VAR.
be more complicated.
Without
Without VAR.
we go enjoy like that. We enjoy like that.
The
No.
Premier League will
We
now
enjoy
it will
like
just
that.
it will
Are you
finally
enjoying
scatter.
like that?
Wait.
Enjoy like that.
Did we have this much controversy?
No,
See,
the reason why we don't.
They
we
should
never
have
do
introduced
that-
it in
Where-
the first place.
there was so much controversy
Because
because
Ebele.
he wasn't there.
it wasn't
He
there, so
wasn't
there was nothing to judge with, right? But now that people have tasted, they've tasted it, they've known what VAR
Can do.
and every other Champions League there is VAR, every other competition there is VAR. So it feels like that is why we'll get to La Liga that they don't have goal line technology.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
yeah.
It does in 2024.
We'll come to that conversation.
That's madness.
All right. We'll see what happens. Ten Hag have spoken about his displeasure, the inconsistency of the VAR, and the decisions, especially with the penalties, which wasn't given to Man United in their 1-0 draw against Burnley. Poch of Chelsea also talked about it. Nuno Espirito Santo have been miffed about it. Gary O'Neill of Wolves have been. These guys have been very upset. Nottingham Forest have written to the Premier League to query,
yeah.
you know, some of the decisions, and really it's a mess with how the Premier League have handled that. But we'll see. Hopefully, the VAR doesn't have a strong connotation on who wins the Premier League, because a decision like that can be very devastating.
Yeah.
Or who goes down, talking about the relegation show.
Yeah.
All right, before we move away from England, let's quickly talk about Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. Over the week, before the game against Burnley, Erik ten Hag spoke to the press, and he said that Man United, even when they have the full quality of the squad, cannot compete for the title, and that the best they can do is top 4. That interview was met with a lot of anger. People, they vex. And a lot of Man United fans, and even fans who are not really Man United fans, have been out saying, why will the manager of the most successful league side, one of the biggest clubs in the world, come out to say, I mean, this is not even over, come out to say that Man United cannot compete for the title. And I'm asking, is this aggression and this anger towards Ten Hag out of place? Was he right, to be honest? Because, to be honest, let's use our church mind.
Yeah.
Can Man United challenge for the title? Do they look like a side that can challenge for the title? Some are saying, yes, we know what the realities are, but he shouldn't come forward to say that in the press, that Man United cannot compete for the title, even when they have the full quality of the team.
They can. It's chieftaincy title. That Man U collect. This guy is a Man U fan.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just bringing the conversation. Yeah, you were saying.
No, when Jose Mourinho joined United as a coach, and he finished second behind Manchester,
And he said it.
So that
he
was
made a
his best
statement.
achievement.
That's his biggest achievement. A lot of people came out with the sticks, but look at that squad compared to the City squad. No way.
No way.
No way. So he's just being flat out honest. But we're fans. We fans don't like. They don't like.
There's emotions.
Emotions are part of it. But he's being flat out honest.
Okay,
He's just being honest.
Being flat out honest, right? I love what you just said.
Do you agree?
But for someone who has fallen short of his job as a manager, he should keep short. Erik ten Hag. Yes, he has not done
Falling short how?
falling short with the backings he's got, with the results he has churned in for Manchester United over
It's gonna
the
be-
past couple of months.
Right.
And all. Man U does lost control
Of
in
games.
every game,
Okay,
when they
true,
score.
true.
And you as the manager, you are there just shaking your head like a manager without having anything to offer. So you now come out. So whatever is
I don't think he's fully in charge.
It's a defense mechanism. Like, you know what? Some people will not blame me for not
That's
getting
a-
results.
okay.
Not getting results. So you know we cannot compete. That is why we are getting results. But bro, you are not doing your job.
I
You
think
are-
that's
he's
that's
the most
what
supported
that's what
Manchester United manager
Ten Hag does.
since Sir Alex Ferguson. Get this word from me. He's the most supported. the hierarchy has supported him with everything he has wanted. They put in the money there.
Brought him Mason Mount.
Not
He
whatever
requested.
he's
No,
asked
we
for.
scammed him. We scammed him with Mason Mount.
Whatever he's asked
Brought him
for,
at,
whatever he's
brought
asked
him
for,
a striker.
They've given it to him. And
Hoyland.
they've given him the backing of, you know what, keep going. Whatever happens, we are only behind you.
Okay.
Even Jose Mourinho said this a couple of days ago, like, if he had this kind of support as Manchester United,
Yes.
the way he
Yes,
was-
Yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah,
would have
yeah,
done.
yeah.
and would have done well because he would have achieved so much with the kind of support Erik Ten Hag is getting. So you now come out and, bro, let's look at the transfers. Over 10, I'm rating his transfers at Manchester United 3 or 4. over 10.
Okay. Transfers have been so
Really,
bad.
really
So
poor.
bad.
Mount that
Yeah.
you
In
bought.
his first season-
Mount, let's
no,
not go
no,
there.
no.
Mount that you
Now-
bought, he has no
No, we
specific
scammed him. We scammed him.
position
Don't
to
worry.
play
All right.
Mount.
We scammed him. We
Number
scammed
one.
him with Mount.
There is this dancer, this Pokoli, outside boy, that we got for 100 million. Listen, Anthony is
Okay.
Anthony is not
Anthony now.
that guy that dances.
No. Anthony's
Pokoli will not like
fantastic.
it.
You know why I like
Pokoli will not
Anthony?
like
You know why I like
Pokoli
Anthony?
will not like this.
His debut
Pokoli
game.
will not like
boy.
to this.
His debut
He's
match
not-
for
Hold on,
scoring.
he's
He
can't
scored.
just-
All right,
Yeah,
all
that's what I'm
right,
saying
guys.
now.
All right.
Let's
Quick, see, guys.
Pokoli aside. Tyler, my last year, we don't know if he's dead or alive. Import him in.
Solomon, is Erik Ten Hag judged by double standards
No.
Yes.
compared to
No.
what we saw with Arteta? Finished what? 8 in his first 2 seasons. Finished 5th and then finished 2nd last season.
Anthony, no, now.
And he's been giving the war chest.
No.
Both managers have been giving money.
Arteta didn't have.
Before they
yes,
started
he
trying
didn't have-
bringing in money for
No,
Arteta was
he
last
didn't-
season.
he
No,
didn't have
let's
this
not
much
bring
support.
that into the table.
He didn't have this
Erik
much
Ten Hag
support.
since his first day at Manchester United had the support
Yes.
backing of the hierarchy. No, please.
Yes.
No, put
Arteta
some
didn't
respect
have
on
this
Arteta.
much
Arteta was,
support.
they brought him in to stabilize Arsenal, which he did for the
He
first
did
season.
for again.
And they saw that, okay, you know what?
And they
you
gave
can
him time.
manage-
He had to
Yeah.
let go of the old
Yeah.
guards.
Old
He
guard.
let go. He took
So
1,
he
2
took the
seasons
old
to
guard
let
out.
go
Yeah.
of. To let go of the old
they
guard.
saw
So
that it
it's
could
not double
manage-
standard.
No,
Yeah,
it's not double
it's not
standard.
double
please.
standard. It's
Put
not.
respect
It's
on Arteta's name,
No,
please.
Arteta has tried.
Yeah, put some respect on his
he
name.
Without
tried.
a title in.
Forget about the title.
This Ten Hag that we're talking about has
hold
the Carabao
on,
Cup.
hold on,
Won
hold on,
Man
hold
United's
on.
first title in 6 years.
Wait, hold on.
Arteta still doesn't have anything to show for all the hard work.
No, he had in the first season. He beat Chelsea and Man City in his first season to win the
That's what I'm
FA Cup.
saying,
The
but-
car committee sheet.
Yes, it's part of it.
He
He
also
also
won
won
committee
committee
what I'm
sheet too now.
But wait, Ten Hag came in.
It's
and-
been what, 3
and
seasons
he sold,
without-
He sold us dream. He said eras do come to an end. His era is coming to an end very soon. So he'll just be there.
All right, this guy like violence. Anyways, let's quickly run to Germany. Let's talk about Harry Kane. Incredible season for sensational Harry. 42 in 42. But let's talk about Leverkusen. For 45
Bayern
games,
never lose.
Never losing.
Bayern
never lose.
Bayer never losing.
Never losing.
Never losing.
Yes.
Guys, which juju
Wait,
is
hold on,
Xabi
hold on.
Alonso
It's
using?
not about.
It's not
Eh,
Juju. It's not
it's
Juju.
not
It's not Juju.
I think
It's Ju-
I think
It's
there-
technical football.
there-
This is football.
It's
I
technical.
know you will not support my
Yes.
school of thought right now. I think the reason why
Your kindergarten
they've
of
gone-
thought.
they've gone 45 games without losing
Is
because of Harry Kane.
from Killer
no, no,
B,
no,
Killer
no,
Ju.
hey, hey.
Oh, yeah, explain to us.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric Ten Hag.
Harry Kane.
Nice one.
Also, you can call me any name. in this place.
But
But
no,
the moment you call me, I will offload and fight you. I'm not even joking. No, I'm not joking. I'll come
Okay,
up and
Arteta,
fight you.
right.
Arteta.
I'm not even Arteta. You can call me Xabi Alonso.
Baba, rest. Okay,
The reason why
Yeah.
Leverkusen never losing, they've never lost any game is because of Harry Kane, right? In my adult years, it's been long that I saw Bayern lose a league title until he came in. There is something about Harry.
the
does-
jinx.
Yeah, it's a jinx. Yeah, that's the word. I never wanted to use the word jinx.
The Harry-
I was waiting for someone to.
Why-
help
what
me
are you
mention
saying?
it.
Hey, boy, he has scored 42
So
goals
what
now.
else?
Oh,
Is his fault?
This Leverkusen that we are talking there, we're now calling never losing. You know why they call them? They used to call them
Yeah,
Bayern never winning.
yeah. They used to be
Remember,
very men, the Nelly men.
remember
The
what
Nelly men,
happened
yeah,
in the early
They've never won the league
2000s.
before.
Yeah.
They've never won the league before. If you don't know now,
Yeah,
you know.
true, yes,
They've
true,
never
true.
won the league before.
Yeah.
And they've come second more than anybody. They've never won the Champions League. They've been in the final.
They were back-to-back
Yeah,
finals.
never winning. That they will never win until you see on live polls.
So Harry Kane came to bring.
So it was the one when he came in. he had their kind of course.
This
So it
slander,
was-
this hurricane slander will not be
So
accepted
in that
on this
exchange,
podcast.
So there is a level of
Hey,
exchange
cameraman,
there.
please look at this hurricane slander by Okpe will not be
You'll be
accepted.
surprised that so many people are sharing my school of thought. You'll be very surprised.
But this
You know-
hurricane you're talking about has broken Lewandowski's
record,
record.
yeah.
Even when
when-
when it was at Tottenham, when they will not win anything,
They win-
will
they
still
win
win.
goal.
Toscara.
Harry Kane will score goals for you. That is why in England they came third, they came second. He will never win. He's a problem with Harry Kane is a problem. They played in the final of the Euros, they lost. They played in the World Cup, they
Yeah.
came third.
So
Yeah.
so Bayern
So-
Munich cannot win the Champions League.
You know what?
They will not win the Champions League.
All right, we'll come back to that. But
Until it comes to
guys,
Nigeria at the end of the season
are we?
for testimony.
Can
for
Leverkusen go
deliverance.
unbeaten? Can they go unbeaten? Let's agree that
Or unbeaten, right?
throughout the season.
If they
Can they go
if
unbeaten?
They were meant to lose, they would have lost to either Dortmund or Stuttgart, and they got
Yeah, 90
draw in the last
Last
minute,
minute,
97,
So
97.
Okpe, Bayer Leverkusen will go unbeaten this
This
season.
season, yeah.
Are you-
chances I like 95% for me.
Yeah.
Massive. Solomon.
I will add 2 to it, 97.
Okay.
Fro. Ne.
Let's leave it at 95 because you
Wow.
never can tell what's
That's
in front.
massive. All right.
It's a fighting mentality.
It's a
Yeah.
fighting
Like, you know
mentality.
what? There's one thing they've been doing the past couple of games. They will now give you 2 goals ahead.
Take two.
This guy,
Take-
like,
no,
this
like,
guy,
take
like,
two for
this
goal.
guy, this guy.
You
So
yeah,
what
you
about
they
Sami?
you they watch their match.
When everybody
They
else
will
is-
they will let you have it
Yeah.
and
now
beat
be
you
thinking,
mercilessly.
Today is the final
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
They will now wait,
Hold it,
hold
hold
on.
on.
One.
You have like 3 players on the bench.
Pa-
Come.
Pa-
Come,
Patrick
come,
Schick.
They will now score one.
Patrick Schick. Victor
They will now
Boniface.
keep attacking, and they will lose this game. Last kick of the game. They've done it back to
Back to back.
I can mention 4 games they've done it this season.
Yeah.
Against Karabakh in the
Yes,
Europa
it-
Cup.
that was
They were
crazy.
losing
Yeah,
2-0 in the first
yes,
leg.
yes,
They
yes,
drew
yes.
2-0 in the second leg before they scored 3-2 from 80 to 90 something minutes. They've done it at Stuttgart. They've done it against Dortmund.
Against
Games
West
that they
Ham.
would have
Against
win.
West Ham, yeah, even
too.
against
Yes.
West Ham, yeah.
Games that they would have West Ham, I thought they were going to lose one. They equalized. Like they've been doing from 90 to 97. They scored over 20 goals from 90 to 97 this season.
Wow.
Omo.
So they've got the numbers
Ẹ̀gbọ́n Ṣábì.
and the juju that they are doing.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n Ṣábì.
is there.
It's the
Ẹ̀gbọ́n Ṣábì.
Odumeje,
Yeah, it's there.
I think Boniface, I think when he gave them some abido shake.
Somebody
Yeah.
that brought his grandma to Leverkusen when they
Ganduka
Oh,
Kandabo. Pandemonium.
She came with the
don't
tortoise.
know.
Let's cook this thing.
People
And,
don't know anything.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. The guys think that Bayer Leverkusen will go the season unbeaten. What do you think? I really want to know. All right. Don't forget, you can be a part of the conversation and join us. Let's know if this automopo that Shabi is using, let's know if it will
And the
continue.
funny thing, now that we have mentioned it, they might just.
They might just hopefully we're
the
not going to
jinx.
jinx it. Quickly, guys, to the Italian league, we know it's done. Inter champions, rolling over everybody. But let's talk about the fall of Napoli.
How are the mighty falling?
Oh,
Laissez faire. C'est faire, ça fait.
they lost their citadel.
They lost their set.
I think
Eighth.
it started immediately Spalletti left.
Yeah.
Was it that they weren't prepared for the exit of Spalletti?
Yeah.
No, they
like-
were not. They were
not.
not.
But-
They
but-
were not.
Spalletti, he gave
were
them a
not.
shocker. Like
No,
shocker
they were
Lushibiti.
not.
They never expected.
Shaka, Lushebi.
Like they never. So they after they won the league, they were planning towards next season with Spalletti.
Spalletti,
Like,
yeah.
He's got the cause of player.
Yeah,
he knows
yeah.
how to
He
use them.
knew
He said
them.
he
He
wanted
was
to-
He
knew
had
them.
taken 2 years to build
To
the
build
team
squad, yeah.
together. So it was that point. It was easy for him. So if Spalletti had stayed, he would have ghosted the league. this season.
You have been better.
ghosted through.
You have been better.
think so?
Yes, because he
Wow.
knew how to. But when Rudy Garcia came in,
And that was the biggest mistake they
mistake.
made.
Rudy Garcia.
It was
the
Gash.
biggest
Gasha was the mistake.
The wrong profiling?
Yeah.
It was the mistake.
He had
was a
done well with Lille. It felt right.
For a club like Napoli,
But
I don't
no.
mind. He's not.
Rudy Garcia
And-
was
Yeah,
that was the
Garcia
mistake.
was the mistake they
That was
made.
the
And then
mistake
they
made.
brought
After,
in-
they now brought in their ex-girlfriend, Walter
ex-girlfriend.
Mazzari. No matter how hard you want to put it,
I like
your
the way
ex
you
will
said
never
it.
like you. That you are successful. So
Wahala.
going back to your ex is a
So,
big
so
mistake.
today, go back to your ex.
It's a big mistake. So going back to your ex, that one
You
now
know
plunged
that jam.
them into
I'll
more
never
problems.
go back to my ex.
So after that ex problem, they now like, who can we?
Who-
Who is the
who can
available-
salvage
who is
our-
the available girlfriend around? Oh,
Calzona.
Calzona, you are there. Can you help
Can
us?
you-
And Calzona have been also with the side
Yeah.
as assistant,
That-
before,
that's the
yeah.
problem of going back to your ex. Anthony, I'm telling you now.
All right.
Don't go back to your ex.
No. I like them fresh. You know. move on.
Good one.
very quickly.
And the good thing is they agreed with Conte. For
We
next
hear
season.
Conte.
So I think that's
Brilliant.
important.
That's a good choice.
and for
That's a good
Milan,
choice.
we hear they'll have a new manager.
Pioli is leaving. There is a Paulo
Pioli is leaving?
Fonseca, yeah.
Fonseca.
Some of the names.
Fonseca is leading.
The
But
fans.
Fonseca has been in around the
Lopetegui-
Italian Serie A
yeah,
also. So
Lopetegui was touted to join. The fans came together and did a what you call it?
That they don't want
Voted that they don't want him.
They did the same thing for Pioli when they first signed Pioli
Pioli,
before
yeah,
he won the
won
league
the
for
league
them.
for
So
them,
the fans, the
Fans are fickle.
They are very fickle until they start getting results. So
All
when
right.
Pioli came in, they said they never wanted Pioli. He stabilized the team, and the second thing he won the league for them. So
And by the way, just so you know, Max Allegri will potentially leave at the end of the season. Juve.
and
We hear-
Thiago Motta of
and-
Bologna.
and Thiago
Let's
Motta.
talk about Bologna. With what they've done this
fantastic season. Fantastic season.
We know, like nobody's mentioning Bologna.
Fantastic season.
What
Have
a
you s-
manager.
They've been
No.
winning.
What a manager.
Thiago Motta has done well as a manager of that side.
Yeah.
So now this is where expectation
Okay.
comes in.
Okay.
Comes in.
Like for Bologna, they are always relegation battlers. The pressure for them is to survive relegation. Now that he has taken them to the top four,
Can they sustain it?
pressure is on him now.
Can-
When he now leaves Bologna, the expectation is different before. That was why he was able to
Go
get
all that
results.
way, yeah.
When you go to Juve, the biggest side in Italy, they've
Wow.
won the highest amount of Serie A
Titles, yeah.
So the pressure will be there.
All right. Let's see. Finally, Spain. Not much is really happening. I mean, we know that Real will coast to the title. Fro,
Thank you. Thank you.
you
Gracias.
know,
Gracias.
something for the road.
Don't say, don't. He's,
Something for the road,
He's,
but-
he's an Ashawo brother. Arsenal to Liverpool
But
to-
let's
to
talk
Real
about
Madrid.
let's quickly talk about this issue. Yes, it happened a few weeks back, but that situation in the Clasico where Lamine Yamal's effort seemed to have crossed the line, and the players were looking to the referee. Referee, isn't your wristwatch buzzing? Because that's what the goal line tech does. And we realized after the game that the La Liga EA Sports, is it the
Saturday.
but the La Liga does not have goal line technology, and we're hearing from Javier Tebas that it costs 3 million.
3.2 million.
3.2 million.
euros for a season.
Please, I ask this question without fear or favor. How doesn't La Liga, that's the second best league by UEFA coefficient, if by the last time I checked,
Yeah, you're correct.
please, ladies, hello baby,
I know the.
why does the La Liga lack a goal line technology?
They borrow Barcelona the money.
No,
for
do you want to know why? No, I think it is one of those reasons. But
That's on the lighter.
Reduce your volume,
do you want
Mr.
to know why
Speaker.
they don't have a goal
Why?
line technology?
Why?
I feel goal line technology would be a line to the goal of their technology. So that is why they don't
Wow.
think they need to. I'm speaking beautiful nonsense though.
No,
But
no. You're making sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're making senseless sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thank God you are that. By yourself.
For La Liga, Javier Tebas should be arrested. I know that man knows what. He's a Real Madrid fan, and he knows what he's doing.
He's a Real Madrid fan.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't say it.
And
too.
he comes out
I
to say it
didn't- I
every
didn't say
time.
it.
I have not seen an FA president that comes out
Comes out to say
to
that.
say it every now and then that he's a Real Madrid. Someone that's very excited that Mbappe is coming.
No. From the perspective of the league,
Okay.
when a big player like
Explain to me.
Kylian is coming,
Explain to me.
It's
like
more
an-
viewership.
It's like an
I don't understand.
INEC
No.
chairman telling you
When-
that I'm a PC member.
No.
That's how it sounds.
Richard Masters
When is-
have spoken about the Premier League being the hub of some of the biggest players in the world.
Okay.
It's a bonus if a player like Kylian is
Richard
coming
Masters, what
to the
company
league.
does he support?
I don't know.
Good. As an INEC chairman that you're supporting APC, how does it sound?
No, it's the Labour Party that
For
won.
me,
No,
Lord,
no, now.
Lord,
But
you-
these guys might not come out to say that
say-
this
But
is
they-
the club.
but
But we know that.
They
know
do
that,
have-
yeah,
but as an FA chairman, you should not be you loud about it.
Publicly, yeah.
So
you say that.
whatever those results, so when this decision goes against the opponent, they see you as a very biased person. So 3.2 million euros with what you are getting as a league
Yeah.
is a minute amount of money to spend on goal line technology.
Which
So
is actually
Is
necessity.
La Liga, bro.
And that goal
Is the La
would have
Liga-
changed the
It could.
title.
title race, yeah,
It
yeah,
could
yeah,
have
yeah.
changed.
It could have.
Yeah, because that goal would have kept Barcelona in the driving seat. maybe cut down the point. No,
Points
not
a bit
because
down. And
after
maybe
that
see
game,
if
Madrid
they
became
can chase-
comfortable.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
why
yeah.
it was easier for them to go to
Sociedad,
Sociedad with
yeah.
their second team and they will win. If it had not happened, they would have still gone with their first team.
First team,
Anything might have happened.
I get it. I get
Okay,
it.
so is it that do they need loan? The
No,
La Liga?
the La
Can
Liga
we-
fans now.
can we-
all you La Liga fans that
They
used to
don't
come on
know,
social
they
media,
don't
that La Liga is the
Your
best league
league
in the
go-
world.
your
So
league
we are
go
doing a
like- go
Go Fund Me
Go for
for
La
Liga.
Goal Line Technology.
For goal line.
Goal Line.
Even rhyme self.
Yeah,
Go fund me
for Goal Line Technology.
So you can start putting in your money for it. Thank you very much.
Sports Fiber will be contributing some money to
to
that
make it
cause.
happen. Let's open the. let's open the floor.
All right, guys, there you go. That's our roundup of all that's happened over the week. I mean, PSG drew against Le Havre, but I'm not sure that would
they'll still
alter
win it,
much.
yeah.
They'll still get it done. So yeah, don't forget you can be a part of all of the. We've said so much here, and would love you to be a part of the conversation. Ensure that you are subscribing at Sports Fiber on YouTube, TikTok as well. Big shout out to our TikTok fans. We love you guys. We see all of the.
You people that are going
all of the
and coming
doings,
back,
all
you
of the
are going
doings,
and coming back,
all of,
don't
all of
worry.
the doings
I'll be there.
on TikTok. We'll be dropping even more posts. If you're not following us on TikTok, you are
missing
on
out on
you're on
something,
the
yeah.
long thing, all right. So please ensure that you follow us and let's get the conversation on. Once again, guys, before we leave, the Champions League is this week. We have to talk about that before we at least put a pause on this part of the show. Guys, we know what it is. By the way, I was going to ask you guys, for the first time in in over 15 years, there is no English team
yeah.
in the semis of the
Yeah.
UEFA Champions League or the Europa League.
The mighty
The
Foley.
only English side we have
It's Aston Villa.
Aston
is
Villa.
Aston Villa
Conference
in the
League. Is that
Conference
conference?
League.
So that's same in Emery you are comparing with Eritrea. Don't let us fight, bros. Bro, don't let us.
I didn't. Why you?
No.
let's-
Let's just
let's-
move
let's
on.
leave
Let's
it
move
there.
What's
on.
wrong with you
Let's
now?
move on, let's move
Eh? But really, is it that English football is on a decline?
on. No, it's not on a decline.
I won't find trouble. No. But really,
Football happened.
Eh,
Right?
football happened.
Yeah,
Football happened.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Football happened because
Okay.
I feel the representatives they've got in Europe this season, they are not the strongest side.
What do you mean?
Like
What do you mean?
Newcastle playing in the Champions League.
Yeah, true. That's another-
The Brighton, the Newcastle, they are not the.
I think
traditional strong
the
English
traditional teams are
But there was
struggling.
Arsenal now.
But the traditional there's Arsenal now.
Arsenal, when was last time Arsenal played in the Champions League?
Hey, now wow.
No, I'm asking a
When was the
question.
last time they
Wow.
got to Champions League semi-final?
No, funny enough, the
Okay.
semi-final you mentioned, Arsenal, they've only played twice in the semi-final in their history.
Yes.
Okay,
And they played in the final once.
a cool history. Now the point is for this week, Bayern, Real, PSG, Dortmund. How's our mind working for that one?
As your mind working? Phronesis Baba.
Bayern play at the
Yes.
Allianz Fest.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
PSG.
PSG.
Oh, they play at the Signal Iduna Park.
So that's Dortmund first. So Dortmund PSG.
Dortmund PSG. That tie,
That tie is something.
it's something. It's a tie that produces a lot of goals.
Goals, yeah.
That's
Goals.
Yeah,
one.
it's a tough one.
That is one.
Two sides that love to score.
That is one.
And
And
they love to concede.
yeah.
They love to concede, yeah.
They don't mind
They
conceding.
don't mind- yeah.
But for Lucho, that's Luis Enrique, that's
Yeah,
coach of PSG.
yeah.
I think this is the best time he
To
could
show.
to show that.
I've been
that,
there
that's-
before.
That's,
He's got the
this is the
experience.
best time I can say I can win the Champions League without the Lionel Messi. Man.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
This is the best time he has to show that because if Mbappe don't come out,
Nah,
he
nah,
go
nah.
ask more.
Yes,
He
he
go
go
ask
hard.
more. He go ask more.
It has
So-
to be their
Yeah, it has
best
to be their
chance.
Yeah, the best chance to do that. So I think they'll take out Dortmund.
Dortmund
because-
over two legs.
Yeah, over two legs because Atletico Madrid should have done it. They're just sleeping on the bicycle.
Fro?
I go with him.
PSG. PSG.
All the way.
All right.
Because of Mbappe.
For the first time,
Yeah.
I said this in last podcast. I mentioned PSG going all the way to win, and you people wanted to kill me, right? So I have seen like minds. See, God bless you people.
So
right?
is a
Like,
PSG?
Don't mind them,
Is a
don't mind them.
PSG?
It's a PSG guy.
I will go for Dortmund. Hello.
You just want
you-
to be
No,
the...
no. It's not because of that.
Okay.
I
Anthony,
think.
guess
By
what?
the way, they were
Guess what?
beating
Guess what?
Black and Blue
Guess
over the weekend.
Guess what, Anthony?
Yeah.
Guess what? Real Madrid fans, you don't want to see this, right?
What happened?
I know you don't want to see this, right?
Okay.
But something in my mind tells me Bayern will just get it over Real Madrid.
That Bayern will get it over Real.
Yes, Bayern will play in the finals.
Oh, really?
Thomas
Yes, we are having the
Tuchel.
2021 final again now, you don't know.
Bayern PSG.
Yes, now, be there.
You'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see, let's see.
I think that, okay, I mean, safe to say that Phronesis will support Real.
Real Madrid, yeah.
Solomon, Real.
Actually, no. I
Bayern?
support no.
You
Real
also-
Madrid. Real Madrid.
Real?
All the way.
Yeah, Real
Ah,
Madrid.
okay. All right.
That's all surprise.
All right. Like,
I'm full of surprise.
like I said, this is the first season since 2012-13 that Bayern have gone season trophyless. This is the only chance of winning something.
They will go trophyless still.
So we'll see.
They have Harry Kane.
Anyways, keep your predictions coming, all right? Tell us what you make of the game. Over 2 legs, which team will progress, all right? Well, that will be where we draw the curtain on this part of the show. Many thanks to all of you. Many thanks to my guys, the hilarious Okpe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
The problem is, as people are clapping, my head will be swelling. Please. It's right.
You're shy. It's
Yeah, I'm a very shy person. You know now.
You get
I don't like facing the
Hey,
camera so much.
Otito. Solomon, thank you so much for
It's
doing
great
this
to be
with
here,
us.
guys.
Hopefully, we'll do this more in the
Most
coming
definitely.
months.
Most
Phronesis Baba. Phronesis,
Yes,
quickly, guys, your social media handle, starting with Phronesis.
Phronesis, then comedian before Phronesis. So at comedian Phronesis.
So you can go check him out, all right? That's a guy doing great thing. Solomon?
CEO Solomon.
CEO Solomon 1.
CEO Solomon 1.
Chief Executive of Mota.
See how this guy gentle like this. You call him Omota. You are the Omota here.
No, I'm actually very
The
genuine.
almost that I went to Harvard.
Those scattered there.
All right. How can we find you?
Yeah, at Hilarious Okwe on all social media handles. At THE Hilarious Okwe on all social media handles.
All right, you can find me at the Voice of Lagos. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Ensure you subscribe, please.
Yeah.
All right, support our little hustle. The next edition of the show, or the next part of the show, is coming right up, and there's so much to talk about. So please don't go nowhere. Ensure you subscribe, turn on your notification so that you get the updates. You'll be the first to get the updates as we drop them. From all of us at Sports Fiber, have a wonderful one. We'll be back.